Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ARC Tier 2, Race 2 in Bahrain. I'm joined by my boy Van. Van, how are you doing tonight?
Good. I'm ready to watch some Tier 2 action here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Our first man out today is Sir Snowman in the Williams. As he approaches the final turn, he's going to get ready to start his lap. Van, what do you think the strategy is going to be like today?
Well, we saw a dominant one-stopper work in Tier 1, a soft to medium strat. The soft runners can run up to lap around 13 before they pit and then head to the mediums to finish out the race. But we do see sometimes some people prefer the soft hards, and we may even see some people do a two-stopper, soft, medium, or soft, medium, soft, depending on how things go. I mean, safety cars obviously will play a big part in what happens tonight.
Yeah, safety cars will be a big part.
Yep.
I think
it did Sunday.
That's true. There was, I believe, 2 safety cars on Sunday, and they played a key role because, I mean, speaking for myself and a lot of others, I know kind of fell back a little bit. You're able to climb back up and get up there as we have a yellow flag. Nothing crazy. Looks like maybe a Alpine or a Williams off down there.
Yep, it was curbs.
But we're sticking to Snowman. He's going to be the first one to set a time, so we want to see what kind of times we can look forward to. Snowman, he's a pretty quick driver. If I'm right, he is on a controller, actually.
He is on a controller. I remember. It's not a bad lap by him so far. Let's see what he sets as he comes into turn 14. Upshifts very early in that, and let's see what he does at 128 flat.
128 flat, yeah. That will be, I think, okay, competitive for a banker lap here, pretty early on. See who else we have out. Draken sets a 129.4. That might not be quite the same amount of competitiveness as watching Aardvark come across the line for 127.5. Golf as well.
Yep.
Puts in a
Golf
good time.
Our last race winner at Imola last week. Very good race by him. Rad DNF'd as well, but he's showing some pace tonight as well.
Yeah, and I'm on board with Chewy as he's coming through turn 13.
Chewy, he got second, so he's definitely most likely going to be in the top 5 here.
Yeah, contender for sure. Who do you think? So we got Golf, Chewy. Who else do you think will be up there? My vote is Mr. Ultra. I'd love to see him pull out a race win tonight.
Yep, Ultra as well could be up there. Tom Naranjo, definitely a favorite to possibly even win and get pole here. He was very dominant in Imola. I believe he got a little bit unlucky, if I remember right.
Yep, I think so. So we're on board with Pfeiffer, league owner in the Haas. I think he actually just set a time, though. I'm looking for somebody. Everybody's in the pits.
Yeah, I think everyone right now has done a lap, so most of these people are going to be on their out lap unless they're going for a second lap.
Yeah, for sure. So out of our banker laps here, who's surprising you the most?
I don't know. Honestly, maybe Science Man, but I feel like I've seen him up here before, so maybe not.
I'll take a slightly different approach. I'm looking down at the Alpha Tories in 14th and 15th. Slick and Bird Person, usually pretty quick drivers that, you know, you can regularly expect to see in that top 8. So definitely curious where they're going to go from that banker lap that was not exactly great.
Yep. I mean, they're only a second behind, right? Wow, actually, that's pretty close grid if you think about it. Slick just needs to find 1 second and he could go all the way to pole.
Yeah.
So that's good to see close.
Looks like a Red Bull just crossed the line there. Maybe Seaway.
Seaway.
I don't know why my shift key is not working. There we go.
Seaway missed last race and Fergie took his place. I believe Fergie got a podium or something. He was up there, if I remember right.
Yeah, Fergie's a good driver. I thought he was going to be in Tier 1 this season, but
Me
I
too.
believe he had a change of heart, decided to be a reserve this season, as many have.
Curbs on the outlap, so Sir Snowman again.
Yep, I am still watching Seaway, who's got a 128.9 already on the board. And a funny story about Seaway, when he first joined, it was the spa race of last season before, Codemasters broke online lobbies, and he's letting somebody go by. It looks like he's not even on a lap. But before we had to take a break because online lobbies weren't exactly working, Seaway joined our spa practice session as well as the qualifying down in Tier 3, and he was putting in world record times somehow. He had some sort of glitch that persisted through 2 different lobbies that allowed him to go about 3 seconds faster than the world record ever has before.
Yeah, and he's gonna go into the pits here. Curb's gonna start a hot
Curbs
lap
is
here,
starting.
probably the only one that we'll be able to see for now.
Yep.
Hasn't set a time yet. Curbs.
Not using too much of the outside of the track there, but clean turn 1, I would say.
Oh, has a little overcorrection there, but he saves it. And again, he's not using most of the track coming into turn 4. That's going to cost him a few attempts here and there.
Yeah, over the course of the lap, you could easily see half a second go. I mean, with Bahrain, you have so much room on that outside. He's touching the curbs and getting a little loose, but you have so much room, so much runoff on that outside. You need to use that outside for the entry. He might... No invalidation. So this lap is savable. Yellow flag just for some blue flags slowing down.
Honestly, I don't think it's looking that good for Curbs. He might be pulling in just a test lap here because...
Yeah, I agree. Maybe he hasn't
put in much practice into the track because he's making some simple mistakes, I feel, but it's okay. I believe Curbs has a lot of racing here in ARC in different series, so maybe he doesn't have a lot of time to commit sometimes.
Yeah, I see him in a lot of stuff. Assetto Corsa Competizione, F1. The dude just loves racing, so respect. I don't know who else is rocking a lap light right now. Let's take a look at Pfeiffer in the Haas. Just started a lap through turn 1 and turn 2. Let's see how much the league owner can use on the left side. Not all of it, but more than the last guy we saw.
Yep.
Bahrain is always interesting. These curbs can really slip you. This is quite the camera angle Codemasters has given me. Bahrain is a really interesting track. It's somewhat technical, but also gives you 3 DRS zones, so it's quite interesting. Yep. Oh, it looks like the other Haas has gone off. I'm struggling to see who that is. Tom is in the wall. Looks like he has no front wing. Yep, his front wing is gone. So it looks like he had some trouble down there in turn 8 that got him off. I am still curious where Pfeiffer's lap is ending up. I clicked on Drakenwolf, who's already a second down on his time.
Looks like a decent lap by Pfeiffer. He should improve. Maybe won't be major, but if he finds even like a couple tenths, he'll find himself back in that top 10. So I think he's actually going to go in the pits.
He ducks in the pits, so he must have made a mistake there. Not caught up on his time. And I'm on board with Radical Aardvark, who's already in second place. He's getting a beautiful slipstream from the McLaren in front of him that's going to give him a little bit of time. So we'll see how that dirty air affects him through the final corners, though.
We'll see if he's up in his time as he enters Sector 3. He is by 1 tenth. I would give him pole position for the time being.
Yep.
Let's talk about Phil in the pits. Oh, and he actually invalidates, and that is his lap over with.
That is unfortunate. Snowman in the pits. Tom, no wing. Bird Person, like I said, I was surprised to see him down there. As it says I'm watching Bird Person, but I'm still watching Tom. Interesting. Chewy actually did a purple third sector after he sets his lap. as invalidating is atmosphere. See what Tours has to offer. Tours goes for 4th fastest.
That's a really good lap by Taraz there. Slick, I believe. That was one of those people you were talking about. He's on the lap.
Okay, let's see what he's got. And just to point it out now, I think they're on an outlap of some sort or something, but the McLarens are pretty close to each other. They might be going for a little bit of a slipstream action in there.
I know Sadis finished one, but Chewy might I don't know actually. They both might be finished, I feel, but we'll see. Slick, and he pushed himself up the grid like his teammate coming into sector 3. Is
Well,
he down
a lot
his
of
time?
lifting down there. A lot of lifting.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
up
he's
2
plus
seconds. Yeah, +2. All right, who do we got that's still out there?
Seaway's going to finish a lap, I feel. Yep, puts himself in P10.
Very nice. Very nice.
I think we'll see a lot of pits now as we're coming into the final 5
Yep.
minutes. That might be a lie, though, because of that little bug. So
Quote-unquote fixed, so we'll have to wait and see.
they might have like 8 minutes left in real time,
Mm-hmm.
which is normally when you'll see pit stops like this happen.
I am keeping my eyes on the McLarens as the one in front ducks in the pits, and I think his teammate will follow him. He does. Out on track now. Tours is going to be coming in. Science Man just hit the pits. Seaway is going to be hitting the pits. Bacon Juice, have we checked in with him so far? He's down 3/10, so we can stick on board with him as he
He's
might
coming up
get
to
a slip
Pfeiffer.
room.
Yep.
Yeah. Got 2 cars to pass.
I'm
Pfeiffer
surprised
on his outlap.
no one's done mediums. No one's attempted. Oh, Snowman retires up front of in front of Pfeiffer in turn
All right,
13. He
we're
probably
gonna-
hit the curb.
We're going to see here as he comes across. Yep. Got a spin. Well, Snowman, 3rd place right now. I think he's gonna drop at least 4 or 5 positions by the time we're all said and done.
Look at PA, only 2 temps separates them, so they're very doable for them to pass their Snowman. Let's see what Bacon Juice can pull as he's getting that slip from 5. 5 going to start a lap as well. Bacon Juice in 10th, 1/10 quicker than Seaway.
Some good work from Bacon, but you would expect a little bit of more with the slipstream around the whole way, but maybe that dirty air was affecting him as...
Yeah.
Okay, the yellow flag was for Bacon, just slowing down. Pfeiffer, I think, is our only guy on a lap right now.
Yes, he is. Everyone else is in the pits or on an outlap. Pfeiffer, let's see what he can do. It comes into sector 2 with 2 temps
It's a lot of curve.
gained so far, so that's perfect by him. He can get close to a top 10 finisher.
Bacon has retired on track before turn 4 on his outlap.
Ooh.
I couldn't switch to him because he was retired, but yeah, Bacon
And he's
retired.
definitely going to fall off P10 there.
Yeah, which might be the best thing for him, honestly. If he can come across with an 11 or 12, that's a good free choice of tires. If he could maybe bet on no early safety car, a medium might not be a bad choice.
Pfeiffer, he lost some time in sector 2. I bet he's struggling around turn 9 and 10 because that seems to be the most one of the hardest corners on the calendar. But maybe he can find a little bit here in turn 13 or 14 here. I don't think he is, and I think he's going to go right into the pits again. Yep,
there he goes. All right, Pfeiffer abandons another lap. I believe we have Atmosphere is on a lap as there's a... Yeah, it was Mr. Ultra was off for whatever reason. But back on board with Atmosphere. Just keep an eye out to see if he's improving as he enters Sector 3. Another yellow flag, maybe just letting somebody past. As he enters Sector 3, 0.71 worse, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of room there.
Yep, he can definitely find an extra tempter here. But he really needs to pull it. Let's see what he can do.
Maybe not the best last turn there, but...
Yeah, let's see. Okay.
12th, okay. So respectable times. There's a lot of cars going on track right now, and we are going to go to not Let's Talk Golf. We'll take a look at Let's see, where are these guys on their out laps? I definitely want to pay attention to our top 5 here as we come to our final laps of qualifying. We're going to stick with, I think, Chewy. We'll go Chewy, and then we'll see what his teammate Sadis can put in. Ooh, there's another yellow flag down there.
Seems
Letting
to
him
be
pass.
third person.
Yep. So a little bit of traffic coming up behind Sadist, behind Chewy, as he's right on his tail back there as they fight to start a lap. That was interesting, to say the least.
I don't know what happened there.
But Sadist is going to get a slip off him now as they're really close to start a lap. That is not what you want.
Yep. Especially if you're way faster than the other guy in front of you, it's going to definitely be affecting your time. But Chewy, let's see what he can do.
And Sadist actually spins it. He spins it on tier 2.
Yep.
Sorry, turn 2.
This is probably over, basically.
Yep. And we're going to have to go back to Chewy here. His teammate plus 1.54. 1.5 tenths worse. He's going to need to step it up if he wants to move up. He only needs to find half a tenth, Van, to move up to 4th place.
And if he finds even... Oh, he just got overtaken by Mr. Ultra. Ultra picks up 5th. 100 behind Taraz. Taraz might even go faster.
Mr. Ultra will be really interesting to watch in this race. He is such a much improved driver over time, as it looks like Sadist retires on track. Hopefully that was a accident and not an intentional retirement.
It was not, from what I saw, but it's okay. No one was interrupted from what I saw as well. So
that's good. I'm sure someone will just let him know not to do that in the future.
Let's see what Chewy can pull here. Comes into the last turn. Let's see. Needs a good exit.
Torres has found the checkered flag in 4th place. He ran out of time, so who do we have? We have Golf. We need to be looking at Golf and...
Oh, wait, Rad's going to take pole.
Yep. Aardvark is coming across. Go ahead, Van.
He's up by 4 tenths. Will he get pole? Yes, he will. And let's see what Golf can do as he comes into the last sector.
Golf is 2 tenths up. 2 tenths up on his time.
Third person, though, separates the two.
Oh, wow. This is going to be a huge fight. If Golf can find the time coming into the last 2 corners of the track, using all of it. Beautiful corner. Ooh, went a little wide. Thought I was a little scared. He comes across the line with... Oh, he does it!
Pole.
He gets pole. The only competition right now is a man named Tom. What does he have? If I can switch to him, please. Tom has invalidated. Well,
yep.
Ultra is on an in-lap, so we are looking at our starting grid. That was a really fun fight for pole, huh?
Just a heads up, only the game on stream doesn't seem to be playing, or it's very low. One of the two.
Okay, I can up it a little bit, but I don't know why that is, or else I will go deaf. Alright, hopefully that's good, because that is plenty loud for me. I can always turn you down a little bit. Gonna do a quick tab out here.
From what I heard it sounds okay, but let us know in chat. I'll be monitoring that.
Looks like some people might be getting kicked.
Oh no, it's that bug we had in Imola where people were getting kicked after they finish up their final lap. I don't know. Taraz in chat is confused.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Do a little bit of management here.
Yeah, let's talk. Golf takes pole position.
Yeah.
He won last race, so he's in a good position to possibly win and pick up 50 points in the first 2 races.
Yeah, seems like he's been putting in the work. He was always a good driver, but you know, he wasn't the guy you were seeing on pole in Tier 3 last season, so good for him that he's clearly stepped it up, fighting pretty hard. Close fight, half a tenth to Radical Aardvark.
Yep.
But to the rest of the field, 3 tenths. I mean, 310s jumps to 5, so we have quite a gap there. I wonder if we're going to see them pull out ahead or if there's going to be any issues for them. We'll have to wait and see.
Tara says he cannot rejoin. Let me ask for assistance.
Yep. You just let me know what we're doing. As it really does look like the Mercedes pit wall is raining. I know it's not raining, but it really looks like it. I think because it's slightly reflective, the flashes from the cameras in the crowd make it make it look like there's a bunch of raindrops hitting it from every which direction. Do you got an update for me? What are we rocking with? So they are lined up, ready to get on the formation lap here.
I'll be right back.
Yep. I am just going to treat this like nothing's happening. We'll see as they go on their formation lap. Going to be interesting to see what radical Aardvark's play here is. How much room is he going to give Golf? What's the cat and mouse game going to be like there? Is there going to be any sort of mind games from anybody? And on top of that, at the back of the pack, you do have some good drivers back there. Bacon Juice might not be your best qualifier, but the man can race. It was in Tier 3 last season. It was like every race you'd find this guy in the top 5, even if he qualified last every time. So don't take your eyes off Bacon, because he can really, as Slick and Atmos make some contact, they're going to be sitting on the grid with freezing cold tires, but don't count Bacon out. I sincerely think that if the top 3 have maybe a rougher end of their race, you might see Bacon up there on the podium, maybe even for the win, because he's always sneaking up. He's always playing his strategy right. So keep an eye on him, because
I returned.
Welcome back. I am just talking about how good Bacon Juice is in races, though his qualifying pace might not make him seem it. Yeah,
Bacon's pretty good at being consistent on track to find himself in a very good position. There's a small update. Taraz cannot select his car. He's going to try to select it once the race starts, so that's going to affect his race just a tad. We'll have to see what happens in terms of restarting, if that's going to be a thing or not. Hollers seems to be notified of the issue.
Yep. Good thing. See. Perfect. Thanks for the update, Vanny boy.
But yeah, it looks like everyone outside of the top 10 opted to go on mediums. They'll be looking to hopefully end it on softs. I feel like they could do it, but we might see maybe a couple hard runners as well if they follow what Jeff says. We'll see.
Looks like, yeah, we got 2 medium runners and a hard runner, but Draken, Pfeiffer, and Curbs in 16, 17, 18, and then 11, 12, 13 all went soft as well. But Slick and Atmos have that tire disadvantage, as well as being cold tires, because they DSQ'd very early on, so it will be interesting. But as the timer comes out, we are 5 lights here in Bahrain, and away we go. Now there they go, as Aardvark is actually going to get a pretty good jump here, equal to Let's Talk Golf, but Snowman gets past him. A great jump from Snowman, as they're basically almost 3 wide. Snowman takes the lead. Aardvark, a tough turn. Golf fighting back for the lead up front. He's gonna take it, and the order stays mostly the same here.
Yeah, a little bit of bumping here. There's actually an Alpine off. That is Atmosphere and another driver, Scienceman and Slick, all having a collision there.
Yeah, a lot going on back there. So I counted 4 drivers without a wing. As we move back to the front here, looking for any action, as nothing quite is going on. Looks like Tom might make a move here on Ultra, but he's going to stick behind. as the drivers will come down the second DRS straight. Well, technically the third, but the first one they were barely in. So Tours expectedly drops quite a bit, but big guy to look out for is Drakenwolf has moved up quite a bit.
Seeing some moves being made into turn 13 by Sadist. He gets past the Throttle. Sorry from the back. He's actually found himself up in the 13th, so that's pretty good.
And he's actually making a move down the inside of Sadist. Oh, but Sadist cuts him off. There's a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact there. Sadist might have felt like he wasn't alongside enough, as there's a yellow in the back for Curbs.
That is Curbs.
Yep, Curbs has gone off. We're going to jump back up to...
Oh, and there's Cosmic and Seaway going side by side in turn 1. Cosmic loses out on that.
Yep. As Golf has built up about a 1 second gap, but oh, Bacon is making a move on Tom. He gets past him. This is a tough spot to wheel-to-wheel race. And Tom looks like he's backing out. Oh, man. Drakenwolf, yep. Drakenwolf joining in. As it seems to have settled down for now. Pfeiffer maybe looking to gain some time on Throttle, but not doing much there. As this track can be a little bit DRS trainy once that opens up in this coming lap. It's Bacon right on the tail of Mr. Ultra here, going towards the final turn. I don't think he's going to be close enough to make a move. He's going to sit behind. He's going to take the turn, and DRS will open up this lap, but not on this straight. So Mr. Let's Talk Golf is going to lead as he started. 1, 2, 3, 4 is Bird Person, as Bacon has to back out of a move on Mr. Ultra, but he's right on his tail. He's going to be side by side, going for the move down the inside. He's going to go deep. And Bacon looks like he gets the move done. Ultra probably does not want to give that up just yet. They slow down quite a lot to make that right-hander. Are we still looking good? The race keep on going, Van?
Yeah, from what I'm reading right now.
Chewy. Oh, and up ahead there's maybe a rear end there from the Haas, as Mr. Ultra has gone wide. Chewy, not the best jump. We got a pretty tight battle here. 5, 6, 7. Even going back further, they're really tight, bunched up here as the leaders have started making gaps up ahead. We'll see. Will Tom have room for a move? He will not. But Draken closing in on Tom as well. This fighting is so close. And Draken might go for a move down the inside.
Oh, he might, yeah.
Tom covers him off. But Draken still goes for it in the braking zone. Too early on the brakes. And he's going to have to slot in behind. As Aardvark is making his way much closer to Golf with that DRS. Let's maybe try to stick with them here for a minute and see if Aardvark can get himself close enough to make a move for this lead. So he just doesn't have the traction. I don't think he's going to be close enough. There's a yellow flag in a sector where there are no cars. I'm going to jump down to Chewy here. Radical's not going to be close enough to make a move. Chewy is right on the tail of Drakenwolf. If he can get the launch, he can't. Draken better launch on him. Tours has been disqualified. That's unfortunate for him. Really sad to see.
Not sure what happened there because he says he's not in the game.
Yeah. He must be in Sector 1 as there is now yellow flags on the whole track. Oh,
that's someone
somebody's off.
Bird person.
Yep, bird person has gone off.
I can quickly confirm that we will not be restarting the lobby.
Okay.
But also my tires are kind of bugged because you said some people are on the hards, but I actually don't see that. Everyone's on the mediums.
Interesting. Yeah. Oh, as Cosmic with DRS easily gets by Seaway there, slots back in.
Oh, he's gonna rear end him.
He gets him. No. Okay, it looks like he's pretty safe. Loses a couple positions, but he can fight back from that.
Chewy going side by side with Tom into turn 4. We saw some action in tier 1 like this, and it did not end well. Let's see. Chewy is fine, but they're still gonna go side by side into the S's.
A little bit of a wheel bang. This is a hard part.
Oh, yep.
Oh, he can still make a move here. The outside will never work here. Take it from someone who tried it.
Yep, and now he's under attack by Seaway. Sadis right behind him as well.
Lots of cars bunched up. Radical has stayed nice and close to Let's Talk Golf. He might get a chance. We're sticking with this back of the pack, but might get a chance on this next DRS trait. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. Cosmic.
Something's up with Sadis.
Yep. Looks like Cosmic and Sadist are fighting. Sadist has been ghosted. And we're going to have to jump to Aardvark as for the lead. They're going into the DRS zone, and Aardvark is down. Oh, he has a bad turn, last turn. But he is going to get DRS, and he has quite the pace advantage. He's getting a lot here. He's going to go down the inside. He has so much pace advantage here that he should get this done no problem.
Yep.
Bumps the curb a little bit, but he's got Golf. Golf can't fight that back if they're smart. They ride out this DRS for a while and give themselves a gap. And my intervals have disappeared.
Same. Not sure why, but they should fix that.
Little bit going on as the Chewy is going to get past Tom. Down in 6th. This is a beautiful camera angle. I wish they would show the whole thing like this. Oh, and Seaway makes a good move on Tom too. Tom drops 2 positions in such a short amount of time. Chewy is going to be under attack here. I'm sorry. Drakenwolf is going to be under attack here. He does not have DRS. Chewy's going to sit back and wait. Draken has 13% battery left. Hopefully my intervals will update as they get ready to cross the line. Let's check in on our leaders, where Let's Talk Golf is hunting for that P1 back. He will not be close enough on the pit straight, but he has a chance as something's going on behind them. As who was that in the pits?
Looks to be Sir Snowman and Drake.
And Drake and Wolf.
What are they swapping to? Because I don't know if I'm going to be accurate.
I'll tell you in a second here. Drake and Wolf is going to put on the softs. Sir Snowman is going to put on the mediums. As our fight for the lead is really spicy right now. Within half a second for these first 7 laps. Gave themselves a nice 5-second buffer to bake in behind. Van, I think it's worth pointing out that I can toot my own horn a little bit. 7 laps in, Bacon Juice has gone from 12th to 3rd. Oh, there's a Haas off. Is that Pfeiffer? Pfeiffer is off.
Oh, it is.
Not a DNF for him, though. Looks like he doesn't have too bad a damage, if any.
But Bacon's doing a really good job. He says mediums for me. Is this what he's on, or is he on a different compound?
Bacon Juice is on softs for me.
Okay. So that's pretty good from him. Didn't he start like P14? So he's really
P12,
done
I
a good
believe.
job.
Yeah. Oh, and Golf got a terrific launch off that last corner. He's going to open up the DRS, and he's going to fly. Aardvark actually breaks the DRS or the slip, and Talkoff doesn't want to sit in it. Forces him on the inside. Golf could get a good switchback. They both go deep, actually. Both went too deep. As they're going to race side by side on this last DRS straight. Oh, and Golf just gives it to him. They're working together. Oh, Bacon has pit for mediums. So, of our pitters, we have Snowman, Bacon Juice, Tom, Cosmic, Drakenwolf, Mr. Ultra, Bird Person. I believe that is all of them. And our leaders are going to get ready to pit soon.
So Bacon is now on the mediums. Lap 8, a bit early, I would feel, but you know, in theory, he could take it to the end. I feel like what's more probable is we'll see him back on the softs around lap 20, 21, 22, that area.
Yep. Now, if you're Let's Talk Golf in this situation, Van, do you stick on this DRS train with Aardvark, carry away from the pack, or do you go for the undercut? Do you go aggressive?
That's a good question. I feel like if Golf has the pace, he could definitely... Like, I feel like he has to be the one in front to make the decision, I feel. He just pretty much has to do the opposite of Rad, which I think, yep, he's doing that right now. As Rad goes in. We'll probably see Golf in next time around now, for sure.
Yep.
Unless he thinks he can get some pace here and for 1 or 2 more laps.
Oh, Golf almost had a moment there. There's an Alpine off. Who is that? That is Atmosphere. Had a little bit of a spin through turn 8. He's going to get himself back on. Seaway and Chewy. A little bit of fighting here. Bacon will get past Sadis in the pits. Oh, there's a race out of the pits as well with Sadist and Tom. Tom are on the outside. Softer compound, but older tires. Tom's going to get himself ahead.
Yep, he's on the softer compound. He had to get that move done to avoid being stuck behind Sadist, but not too far away from Slick as well. Tom.
Yeah, I think these double soft pitters might have made a mistake. I think you go soft medium, see how long you can carry it, and then go soft again. Get the best tire at the best time.
I definitely agree with that statement. This makes it more flexible, I feel, especially if there's like a safety car or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Surprised actually to see no safety car as Chewy enters pit. So did Golf, so we got Seaway as well going in the pits. So Throttle will actually lead this race for a little bit.
Throttle's gonna find himself out front for a while. I think he's gonna go till lap maybe 19 or 20.
What's he on?
He's on the mediums.
Mediums? Yeah, he could definitely take those to lap 19. Chewy on the hards though. This is surprising. I feel like you could definitely take the mediums at least from this point on to the end, but maybe Chewy could find some advantage later on.
I'm looking at 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. There's some fighting going on. Tom might find himself ahead here. As he does. Slick and Sadist are going to get involved. Sadist wants a piece of that. Sadist on the fresh tires, Slick on the old ones.
Oh no. We have a glitch. Seaway is stuck in the pits. He's been in the pits for 50 seconds. His AI is he's legit stuck in the pits.
Oh, Seaway. That is heartbreaking.
Wow. And
Radical.
he was what, second?
Seaway was around 6th, I believe. He was not second. But still, painful experience. You don't get to race because, you know, you do that. These cars have spread out. Only one gap is under a second, and it's Slick to Sadist, but Sadist is on those fresher tires. He's going to take it away. Oh, as Radical is making good time on Snowman. But he did pick up that 1 second penalty. And goes fastest. Chewy on the hards. What do you make of that, Van?
Um, I mean, it's obviously going to work. Yes, he will last. The question is, when will he get that pace advantage? Because he won't get it for a long time. And I feel the softs or mediums can definitely challenge Chewy on those hards for quite a bit. We'll have to see as they come down to the final like 5 laps, because that's when I felt the worst last on Sunday night.
Yeah, I have to say, after seeing you Sunday night, I'd be hard pressed to think that the hard is ever the right decision.
Oh, actually, Sealy's back out on the track. I was about to mention, like, I wonder what would happen if Golf had to pit. So that's good to see, I guess.
Yeah, that is good. He's a minute and a half back on his closest opponent, but
he lost like 2 minutes in the pits, so very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's painful for sure.
EA Sports.
It's in the game. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Van took the mediums. How many laps? 23 or 26? What was it?
23.
23 laps. 23 laps in the Tier 1 race. Found himself a podium off of it too.
Sprinkled in with a little bit of luck because there was 2 safety cars, so I was able to strengthen or lengthen that our life, and also got lucky with some drivers.
Sorry to interrupt. Aardvark, is not gonna be close enough. He thought about it, but Snowman had late enough break. Oh, Drakenwolf is retired. On track. This could be a safety car.
It is.
It is. VSC. Pfeiffer has given himself a time penalty. So the race will be neutralized.
It's very easy to pick up drive-throughs on these VSCs in this game, so they need to be careful that they're not exceeding their delta.
Absolutely.
But look at this. Bacon, Cosmic, Chewy all next to each other. Chewy falling down the grid actually on those hards, so maybe it's not turning out to be the best decision for him.
Yeah, well, he's going to have to play the long game, maybe lap 26 if he can get those positions back, but that's going to be his only chance. He's got to just keep the pace as long as he can. Well, we have a second. Throttle, 11 lap old mediums, 9 seconds ahead. What lap do you pit if you're Throttle?
Definitely lap 20, and then go on the softs to the end. Now, the question is, when will he get overtaken? Because I feel he's not making enough of that gap to really successfully gain that big of advantage. I think he'll end up around 8th when he comes out of the pits. Or maybe not, maybe 6th.
Yeah, I could agree with
there
that.
It is. There's that driver I was talking about by Tom.
Oh, yeah,
it's
by Tom.
easy.
And he picked up a 3-second just a second ago as well. So he's going to fall out of 8th.
Under racing conditions again, and we'll see what happens with
Aardvark has massive overspeed on Snowman. Going for second place down the inside of turn 1. See how deep he goes. He gives a lot of room. We'll see how this turns out.
Snowman actually backed out, so good decision making by him. Lives to fight another day, get DRS as well as whenever that comes back on.
Yeah, and you can see in the background, Let's Talk Golf is hunting them.
Oh, Chewy!
Chewy,
he spun. Luckily, kind of saved it, but
it's going to lose a lot of positions. Back up to our second and third. We're spending a lot of time with them, but they are fighting. So as I was saying, Let's Talk Golf in the background, hunting for them. They want it. He wants to get back up these positions, and if Snowman and Aardvark keep fighting, you're gonna see Golf catch up and overtake. Bacon looks like he's closing in on Cosmic, maybe? But Cosmic has those fresher tires, breaks the toe. It's not going to be anytime soon.
If I'm Bacon, you definitely want to get past Cosmic at the right time when his tires start dying, and you don't want to stick behind him when that starts happening, so you don't lose out on the guy ahead of you, which is Golf actually, so not too bad of a position for Bacon to be in, actually, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely. Just stick in that DRS. You know Cosmic's faster than you. Stay under that 1 second. Keep on his tail. Once Cosmic's tires hit 7, 8, 9 laps old, you're going to see a lot of advantage coming out of those mediums. You can see Bacon moving up. So we're back up to our third place The battle for second, the closest on track. As surprisingly, Golf finds he's making a maybe a 10th or so a lap. It's a good pace, but the guys in front of him are on mediums. Only one of them has to pit for the rest of this race, most likely. Maybe these guys are going to have to pit again, but we'll have to wait and see if any of them can take it far enough. So if I'm Golf, I want to be a lot closer, but this DRS train is just keeping him away.
Yeah. We definitely want to catch up and make something happen. We'll see probably something happening here. Hopefully Snowman waits into the DRS zone. Otherwise, Rad will just easily overtake him back. But he is gaining a lot of time on Rad here. And it looks like, yeah, he's going to wait until the DRS to make the move.
A fight here is optimal for Let's Talk Golf. He wants them to fight. Snowman to the inside. Backs out. So he's going to have to go for it in the second DRS zone, but he's not going to get a good turn one. It's going to compromise his exit. Back on his tail, and not enough. So looks like Snowman is conserving his ERS with 70%, and Radical Aardvark has 30%.
Ultra actually pits.
Yeah,
That's
Ultra.
interesting.
So he's going to pit off those softs onto mediums, I presume. Looking at a little bit of fighting. An 8,
Ultra
9,
spin.
10. Ultra spins. No.
I said he pitted, but he looks like he's still on the same tire, like life was.
Yeah,
Very
that's interesting.
weird. Oh, did he have a drive-through maybe? Most likely.
Perhaps.
That makes
yes.
a lot of sense. So someone back on the back of Rad. See what happens.
Golf making up almost no time as he also just runs wide.
Likely gained a warning out of that. You definitely want to not get those. Put Rad under attack. I think Snowman will get the move done as there's a yellow flag that looks like it is Curbs coming back on track.
Okay. We're going to see
Scary now.
Sir Snowman down the inside, equal braking. He's got the advantage. He can squeeze him out wide a little bit. It does a good job of it. Leaves enough space, barely, as there's a Haas off it now as well.
It's Pfeiffer in the middle of the road, actually. He needs to get moving.
That is a
Resets on track.
that is a bad spot to
Oh.
be at. That was scary if you're Mr. Ultra, for sure.
Oh, and there's an incident between Brad and no. I'm stupid. My bad. I saw the color and it confused
Somebody
me.
is stopped. Maybe Atmosphere. It is Atmosphere is in the wall.
Yeah, it's their teammates that were fighting, so I thought it was on the minimap.
I was
Wow.
gonna say, dude, their gap was so big. One thing that we did miss that was in the timing board was Bird Person and Slick. A little bit of team orders, it seemed like. Bird Person on the much younger tires, Slick let him by. There's no real close battles here. We're really just watching this fight. I mean, Golf has got himself under 1 second now. He's going to join the DRS train as well.
Yeah, if you're Brad, you need really a clear head now. You know, he's going to know that Golf is coming and he needs to keep focused and make sure he doesn't lose DRS from Sir Snowman at all.
And as you say that, he was very close, but still picked it up. Getting much more of a slipstream effect than Golf is. Let's take a look at Golf's perspective here. Looks like he dropped out of it as Curbs is ghosted in the middle of the apex. Get out of the way. I do think these guys can take a little bit more speed through that turn 6 section.
Yeah, I wonder if they're trying to preserve tire life maybe or something. It's going to be very close now as Rad is right in the back of Sir Snowman, and Golf is pretty much on the back of Rad. So we'll see what happens.
Science Man has pit. Tom has pit. Fresh tires for them to keep an eye on their movement, if there is going to be any. If I'm Golf, I don't think I'm too worried in this situation here. I mean, obviously he's going to have to do it on pace, but I mean, as long as he can stay in this DRS advantage, Golf, he has the youngest tires out of this set, and Snowman with a pit.
That is honestly questionable.
That is very questionable. 10 lap old mediums, lap 18, he hit the pit. I guess we see what he puts on. Cosmic pits as well to take off his softs.
It's going to be the soft. Oh no, it's another set of mediums. I'm very confused now. Unless he doesn't think his tire wear is good enough to last to the end, but...
Yeah, that's an interesting play. He was fighting for the lead, but I think that's a blunder, and we're going to see him... I don't think he'll be top 5, barring any lucky circumstance.
Throttle coming out to the last 2 laps of his stint, I feel, as Brad is only 4 seconds behind him. Well, it'll be interesting to see where Throttle comes out.
Yeah,
and if he'll have the pace.
All props to Throttle. He has kept this gap high enough on these very worn tires, so he's going to be coming out what looks to be maybe about 6th, like you said, maybe 7th, maybe 8th. So we're going to have to keep an eye on when he pits.
And he'll be on that soft compound, which he'll just absolutely destroy everyone on, as long as he has a really good pace, which I think he might have, to maybe finish in the top 6. That's my prediction for Throttle.
Yeah, I think so. He's going to need to be perfect, though, to make it happen. I think he started pretty low down the order, so this would be an incredible drive from him if he could pull it off. But looking at our leaders, I'm sorry, our second and third, our net leaders, Golf might have the room to make a move, but he just plays it safe, waits. Goes deep. Oh, that's a mistake that's going to cost him on this next straight, because Aardvark is going to have the better exit, and he's definitely not going to catch him now.
Now, he does have the luxury of knowing that Rad has that little penalty, so doesn't have to push too hard. Only when Rad makes a mistake, then he can possibly attempt an overtake, I feel, if he wants to play it safe.
There is definitely some sort of water effect or something on some parts of the track for me.
What do you mean?
It just looks like they're driving through water, like in that turn 6-7 area. And also this straight that they are on right now. I don't know. It's weird. Still our closest gap on track is the 2-3. These guys have been stuck together like glue for 19 laps, and coming across the line will be lap 20. We are certainly in pit for soft territory for anybody who deems that their strategy. Somebody has had trouble. I cannot figure out who, but somebody. Looks like a Williams. And Throttle pits. Throttle pits.
That he does, and he will be swapping into soft. So let's see where he comes out of the pits, and actually, where I might have to look at the battle ahead of him.
There's nothing crazy going on ahead of him. We're going to watch Throttle as he comes out of the pits. He's got 3 cars to beat. I don't think he's going to get them. I think he's going to fall back. Oh, 4 cars, actually. Those were on each other.
And he actually gets into 5th, so that's a really good spot for Throttle to be in. And I honestly could see him now possibly finishing in the podium spot, depending on what happens with Sadis and Bacon if they pit, perhaps, if they think that might be necessary.
Absolutely. Sure. A masterclass of strategy for Throttle. He should be the fastest guy on track by far right now if he can get his pace going. He should be able to get past Sadist, and he should catch Bacon and pass him as well, I think, by the end of this race with that pace advantage that he'll have.
I agree.
But meanwhile, Golf closing in on Aardvark. This is a tough spot to pass, but plays it passive again. I think it's the smart play, it's the safe play, but it might not end up with Golf winning if he continues to do so.
Yeah, oh yeah, what's going on here? I think once Rad starts making mistakes, that's when you really need to start pounding and getting the move done so that you don't fall too far behind.
Oh, I'm sorry. Throttle was almost rear-ending Sadis there, really showing his pace advantage.
Oh.
Going for the inside move. Oh, what a dive bomb! What a dive, but his battery is so low. He's gonna have to chunk it to stay ahead.
Oh, Rad.
As we missed Golf and Rad. Yep, just a DRS pass, nothing crazy. Sorry about that, but Throttle is also the man to watch on track right now. There's no way Sadis catches him, and he's got 3 seconds to Bacon Juice ahead. Snowman goes fastest. So we're going to be monitoring those gaps pretty hard. There's, oh, is that Mr. Ultra? Yep, there goes his wing. Another crash for him. He was my man to watch, but it doesn't seem like it's going too great for him, unfortunately. As are you watching this Throttle gap chunk down on Bacon Juice?
Yep.
I think Throttle's looking at a podium here. I don't know if he can catch the top guys, but honestly, it'll be fun to watch.
He'll be very close at the end, I feel.
I think so.
I'm going to predict like at least 3 seconds behind Rad. He might even pull up a second place with that penalty Rad has.
So looking to the leader, Throttle's going to have 16 seconds to make up. He's making up about 3/10 a sector, 2/10 a sector, maybe even more. So
yeah,
he's going to need more to catch. But it's close. It's going to be close. I think he'll be within 5 seconds by the end at minimum. And if Golf and Aardvark fight too much, Sector 3...
That's Ultra
pitting.
I think he's going to leave because it's sped into the pit lane.
Yep.
There it is.
That is maybe Seaway.
Bacon is pitting. Sadis is also pitting, so yep, they're gonna go on the softs, and they will come out in around P8 or 9, maybe even not 10, around that. So they'll probably climb themselves back up as well.
Interesting. So Throttle has 14 seconds to make up. It's gonna be interesting to watch him. But Golf and Aardvark, the smart play is to ride each other out if they want the strongest chance at winning. But I mean, dude, you're out there competing. How hard is it, you know, to just ride it out with the guy you're fighting for the lead for with, you know, 7 laps left?
Prado really using all his energy when he can. Not saving a single drop.
Another Williams off, it looks. Oh, it was Curbs. It was Curbs. All right. Let's take a peek at the leaders again. Looks like Aardvark's starting to feel that wear, a little bit of slip, but so much overspeed.
And he's going to defend on the inside Golf, but it won't be enough. Rad will have the move done. This is not what you want, honestly, when you're Golf, especially seeing the guy behind and third on softs. There's still a long way to go in this race.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Mr. Ultra has retired from the session. Unfortunate race for him, but I'm sure he'll bounce back. He's proven that he's a guy who can be quick and he can be competitive. Throttle monitoring his gap, 12 seconds. I don't think he's going fast enough.
He did gain 1 second that lap, but yeah, he won't catch up, but I think he'll definitely be in that 5-second range, and he could possibly benefit from a penalty if either one were to get some.
He's got probably about 4 laps of supreme life left. He's going to need to chunk out 2 seconds a lap for sure if he wants a chance at the lead.
Either way, though, I mean, he's in third. That's an excellent result starting from the back of the grid.
Oh, absolutely, yes. There's definitely a strategic masterclass so far from Throttle.
Golf going wide again. I don't maybe picked up a penalty there, but needs to be careful not to pick up one himself because, yeah, look at that Throttle gap now again. He's gained around a second this lap.
He's got a chance. It'll be so close. Sorry to the viewers for how much time we've been spending on just 2 to 3 people, but there's no other fights going on. Everyone's separated. I'm not even seeing anybody. I mean, there's one other guy in DRS range, but doesn't look like he's making up much time. Well, I guess while we have a second, make sure you guys check out our sponsor, Grid Finder. They do great work. Really proud to be sponsored by them. Approved stream of Grid Finder as they start approaching the last DRS straight of the track. And one more message from one of our sponsors. Are you feeling down in the dumps? Are you feeling like you're just not enough for your teammate? Not fast enough? You're not able to push hard enough? Wish you could go faster and harder for longer? Check out Driver61. Use code ARC Driver61 for 25% off your next esport racing lesson.
I agree with that statement. I approve of that message.
But back to the race. Yes, what?
Yeah, Bacon. Behind Bird. Bird not gonna have a chance here. Bacon actually taking a very awkward line as he goes out of the track to overtake.
Yeah,
Bear
Bird didn't have to give him the space there, and Bacon just made it for himself. Said, "Let me through this gap. I want it." Takes the position, no problem on those fresh tires. Up front, they're getting close. Heading down the DRS zone.
And then Bacon will definitely be joining that fight in the last few laps as well. Perhaps we'll see Sadis behind Birdperson as well. Birdperson definitely going to get overtaken here once again. Nothing he can really do about it.
Yeah, 16 lap old mediums. You don't have a chance against those softs.
They are still going side by side, which will. Actually, never mind.
Sadis pulls it out as Chewy. We talked about him earlier. Those hard compound seems to be working out for him so far. Only a couple more laps to go, and you know he's probably got where
Golf picks up a penalty.
Golf
That's huge.
That is huge. That's equal penalties now for Aardvark and Golf. Golf was playing it safe, knowing he could win off those penalties, but now he's gonna have to get aggressive. He's got 4 laps to get past and build a gap, as he's gonna go for the move here. I bet Aardvark defends to the inside, but so much speed from Golf. I think this is move done.
Oh, he dives. Rad dives. Golf gets the space, and they still have another DRS zone to go. Actually, Brad will get that DRS because he was in front or behind Golf when that detection zone came, and that was a good move by Rad.
That was very intelligent by Rad. He knew he'd get that DRS in the next straight, but Golf is gonna have to get aggressive if he wants this win.
And you know what's funny? As they get more aggressive, throttle catches up slowly.
Yep. Down to 7 seconds. 2 seconds a lap right now as they fight is doable, and he can catch up. And I believe at the time that he catches up, their tires will probably be pretty even, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Cosmic, though, closing in on Chewy, makes the move down the inside. Chewy is going to close that door. Oh, but, oh my god, a beautiful exit. They're going to go side by side. This is a dangerous part of the track. Takes too much curb and gets a little bit of a slip.
We have Bacon and Sadis also fighting. Bacon having a bad X out of those S's, and Sadis trying to take the outside line into that turn, but that does not work at all. But wow, we have a lot of fighting going on here.
Yeah, it's really ramped up. Sadis easily gets past Bacon. It looked like Bacon gave him that spot almost.
Perhaps wants to use the DRS to his advantage, and he does actually get that right away here.
And I don't think this is the spot for Bacon to make the move, as he does not.
Yeah, we're seeing moves all over the grid right now. Fife and Slick, Cosmic, Chewy, Bacon, Sadis.
Ooh, Cosmic runs wide, but he's on his way down to the last corner. A good exit here. He's gonna make the move. He's not. Okay, a good exit here gives Cosmic 5th, I believe. Fife picks up another penalty.
I think Cosmic will have this move done just before turn 1, but Chewie
Maybe
will have an
he's
opportunity to...
under 10%.
Let's see. Yep, he's going to go on the inside, but Chewie actually goes too wide, and he's going to be respectful and let him pass for now.
He gets it, and I think he should get the DRS. He does. He gets the DRS too, so even though he's under that 10%, he should carry away. Bacon looks like he wants to go for a move on Sadist. Gives up. Waits. Maybe on the last DRS straight. Golf still riding behind Aardvark. I don't want to keep leaving these guys, but there's so much going on.
Yep, and Throttle only 6 seconds now, and there's still 2 laps left. He could possibly find himself gaining another position.
Yeah,
if he's lucky enough.
I think this is P3 for Throttle. If I'm Throttle, I'm riding it home. I'm happy with my drive.
All right. And he's honestly my driver today.
Oh, 100% driver of the day, yep. I don't know exactly where he started, but it was low. It was 16 or something like that. Golf is definitely going to have a move here. 31% ERS. Looks like he's going to have more than enough speed. Gets the move done before the turn. A good turn 1 here is very critical.
If you're Rad, do you just wait until the last lap to finally make that move?
I think...
Instead of now?
I want to say yes, but with the amount of... With the difficulty that they're finding to pass each other, I feel like you have to go for it as whenever you get the opportunity.
And Rad actually having a bad exit, and he's down almost 8 times, almost 9. He might be out of the DRS zone if he's not too careful.
Chewie.
He's there. Oh, yeah.
Chewie and Cosmic. Cosmic goes around the outside. They're pinching each other.
Oh, and a little tap. Cosmic saves it, but now he has Sadist behind him. We're going to see a 4-way fight, possibly for 5th. Bacon just going on the inside. He will get the move done. No, he does not. He actually tried to not crash into the Sadist, so...
And an update on the top 2. Oh. Aardvark has fallen to more than a second behind Golf.
Yep, he most likely will not get the DRL. He might actually, but we'll see.
We'll keep an eye on that gap while watching our fight for 5th place. This is Sadist's... I think this is Sadist's position to gain on Cosmic.
Just be patient, though. Try not to force it too much. I think Rad, he did get the DRS, but he actually fell down. Oh, no, he didn't get the DRS, and that might be the win.
Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on Golf as they enter the last lap. Golf a second ahead. Might end up getting 2 in a row, but we will keep an eye on it as the fight for 5th is really hot right now.
Yep, and you know, you just gotta be patient as the soft runners here, Bacon and Status, pick the right time to get the overtake. But it is the last lap, so we might see some ambitious dives, maybe. I don't know, Cosmic. I can't see it happening. They're not really gaining that time.
Cosmic 5% ERS, and Chewie has 35. I think Chewie stays alive in this DRS zone, and he might not. It'll be tight in the next one, but Cosmic is going to burn it all. He's not going to get him here. Thought about it, decided not to. As is that?
Oh no!
Throttle.
That was Throttle.
Oh no! Throttle has crashed, and now Snowman's going to be fighting for a podium. As Snowman
what's going on?
is easily going to get past Throttle. Throttle, what happened? He's stuck in 5th gear.
It also looks like he's ghosted. He what? 10 seconds for extending the track? He didn't do anything.
Well, we don't know that. We only caught the tail end. I guess I'm going to hop back on this fight. Oh, actually, Golf and Aardvark look like they're going to come across the line. Let's Talk Golf makes it 2 in a row. Aardvark in P2.
Throttle might lose 4th.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye.
But I don't know.
He has 10 seconds. He might. He's definitely going to lose 4. He might lose. He might almost lose top 10. Approaching the last corner. Is there any ambitious moves being made? No. They're going to stay in the same order. Throttle crosses the line, but
that's
plus 10.
Oh no, he's falling back.
Oh, no.
What happened? I think there's a bug or something.
We might need to do an interview after this race to find out what happened there.
Make sure to grab the race director thing, by the way.
I don't know what you're saying.
The incidents tabs.
Oh, you have to screenshot those?
No, just scroll through them. on the stream.
Oh, okay.
Very quickly, you don't have to go slow or anything. Just zoom past it. Well, that's our race. We have Science Man, Slick, and Viper finishing off that grid. We'll have to see what happened to Throttle. Otherwise, that was a guaranteed podium for him, even if whatever happened. I mean, I don't even know. Good race overall. I think it was a lot of action. Pretty respectful from all the drivers. I only saw one VSC.
VSC, no safety car. Very impressed by the Tier 2 drivers who consistently seem to be able to keep it more clean than the Tier 1. So hopefully Tier 1 can learn a thing or two. And our Jetta race, who knows?
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? Make sure you are here for that next week. Jetta will be very interesting. Tier 1 on Sunday, Tier 2 on Tuesday. What?
Throttle ran out of fuel.
Oh no! What did he pick up the 10-second penalty for?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask him.
Wow.
He doesn't know either. I'm actually gonna check the race director and see what they said. But when we looked at him, he was on track, so I don't know why it gave him 10 seconds for whatever it gave him for.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think race director is just gonna tell us exceeded track. Yeah, exceeded track limits 10 seconds. So nothing we can really see from that. But do we have anything else to share today, Van?
No. I mean, we have, I think, ACC race on Saturday. iRacing might have an Indy race on Thursday, so there's something to look forward to as well. And then we go to Jeddah next week, so.
Perfect. Yep. Make sure you guys come back. Make sure you check out Driver 61 and Grid Finder. They do good work. They're good sponsors of ours. So, all right. Take care, everyone.